Staci Christie.
Hi, honey.
Welcome to the Fieldswell podcast.
Thank you.
Honored to have you here.
Honored to be here.
2 weeks ago, I was at your sanctuary, and today you're at the Fieldswell sanctuary, and there are butterflies in both.
Well, butterflies represent transformation, and
Right.
I've loved butterflies since I was a little girl. My grandmother did.
Yeah.
And it's really interesting. I have a handful of clients, you being one of them, and friends that are also butterflies are their thing. And there's this connection. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've always loved them. They're just so beautiful. And when I walked in here, I felt like I was home.
Oh, thank you, Staci. Butterflies are the ultimate symbol of transformation.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe they show us that, like, no matter what we're going through, we have the ability to make it through it and come out the other side.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So as far as how we know each other, I didn't piece this together until I walked into your skin boutique. But my dad is friends with your husband, Ed.
Yes.
And I remember my dad originally speaking very fondly of you when you first started dating Ed. That Ed had this cool new girlfriend and you guys were playing tennis
No,
and
I
then you
love
were
your
in
dad.
skincare. And then all of a sudden I walked in to Staci Christie Skin and I pieced it all together that,
I was there the day you had your horrific accident.
wow,
My husband and I were on the field at Show Park, wasn't it?
the Del Mar Fairgrounds.
Yes, it was the Jumpers show,
Yeah.
and it was the Grand Prix.
Mhm.
And Lauren had the most horrific accident any
Yeah.
human being can witness, and you were life back
Mhm.
to Children's Hospital. And Ed and I followed your dad
Wow.
there, and we were there for the whole night. And your dad, they cut your hunk coat off, and your dad held on to that coat and
Yeah.
would not leave that hospital and was not going to let go of that hunk coat. And you went through traumatic brain injury, and to see where you have come, how now you are helping others is just beautiful.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank
and,
you.
And to watch you grow, it's amazing.
Well, I'm so grateful to be on this journey with you. And I remember waking up from that hospital bed looking over, and my first memory was seeing him asleep, holding my show jacket and competition number.
Yes. Yeah. He told us, I am not
Yeah.
letting this go, and I am not walking out of this
Mhm.
hospital without my baby girl.
Wow. Here we are full circle.
Yes.
And now recording a podcast. We
Yes,
have you live on the Fieldswell podcast. Welcome.
Thank you.
Welcome. Today's about you. You have transformed my skin. And so much confidence comes, as many of us know, when you're able to walk into a room and just feel like my skin is glowing.
Yes.
And when I walk in and whenever I see you, I say, I want my skin to look like yours. And can we share your age?
I am 62 October 10th. This coming October 10th, I will be 62 years old. And, it's my passion.
Yeah.
I love, love, love. I don't need to work. I don't have to work.
Mhm.
My husband would love for me to stay home, but no, I need,
Yeah.
I like to get away, but I love what I do.
Yeah.
I love to make a difference,
Mhm.
and I love a challenge.
Yeah.
But what I do, honestly, it comes from within. There's not one person that comes into my skincare salon that I don't want to make the best version of themselves. And so many of my clients I've been seeing since 2001. I established my business in 2001.
Wow.
And a lot of my clients I've been seeing that
Yeah.
entire time.
Yeah.
But whether I've known you for 25 years or you're a new patient of mine, that's my goal, is to make you the best version of yourself. And oftentimes I love to see the transformation
Yes.
of skincare helping people at such a different level.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
when you feel better in your own skin,
Yeah.
your largest organ, by the
Yeah.
way, you hold yourself
Uh-huh.
differently. I think you might work a little harder or smarter or better. You might have more confidence to do whatever that is, that journey that you're on.
Yeah.
You just feel better
Mhm.
about yourself. I don't think there's one person on the face of this planet that just doesn't give a shit about their skin.
Oh, it's so true.
Says, oh, I
Yeah.
don't care. Yeah, you do.
No, it is a world of difference. Even when I have a couple pimples on my face versus clear skin.
Okay, 62,
Yeah.
going through hormone. I'm on HRT, which,
Okay.
hormone replacement therapy, and messing with my testosterone cream. I have like 3 pimples on my face right now. I'm like, oh my God. And I don't wear makeup. I just wear tinted sunscreen, but I have some blush and stuff on, but thank God for concealer,
Yeah.
So no matter your age, I'm a professional. I know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
I get blemishes too. So it's not
Right.
abnormal.
Right. I believe, one of the art of what you do is you help us feel more attractive based on having glowing skin. And when you feel attractive, I believe you attract things to you. You attract opportunities because your energy is different when you walk into a room.
1,000%.
Mhm.
To me, my favorite thing to do is get my hair blow dried.
Yes.
I can take care of my skin, but
Yeah.
so I had my hair blow dried this morning by my friend Serena, who I love. But when you feel good about yourself,
Uh-huh.
stand taller.
Yes.
And you're right, you're going to attract the things that you
Mhm.
desire because you're feeling more confident about yourself.
Yeah. hmm So I want to go back. I want to rewind a little bit.
Sure.
You've been in aesthetics for 30 years.
I established my business in 2001. Prior to that, I worked in plastic
Uh-huh.
surgery for a little over 15
Wow.
years. Started out as, medical assistant pulling sutures to
Yeah.
ending up in the OR and taking first call. And just Dr. Glowaski is the surgeon I worked for all those times. He's passed.
hmm
And Torrance. And my knowledge for doing what I do today
Yeah.
is a result of what I learned with him
Right.
for all those years. You really can't teach that
Yeah.
knowledge, just that experience I
Yeah.
have
Yeah.
from plastics to now what I'm doing.
hmm And I know that is what largely sets you apart. But
I think
what do
so.
you believe, like at the root of it, to go even deeper, sets your practice apart from other estheticians out there?
Without a doubt, my attention to detail. I am so detail oriented in everything that I do. And you're with me, hour and a half, 2 hours
Yes.
during a facial treatment.
Yes.
I am just a
Mhm.
perfectionist with your face,
Yeah.
neck, chest, and I look, I mean, in the scalp, I'm like
Oh,
baby
yeah.
monkey, I
Yeah.
look for anything. I do, the arms, I mean, I'm not, it's not a feel good facial. You know that.
Right. The
I mean,
hydrofacial.
yeah,
Yeah.
I do hydrofacial
Yeah.
in combination with other things, but I'm not rubbing your hands and your feet
Right.
or any of that jazz.
hmm
I'm going to make a
hmm
difference. But my attention to detail, in
Yeah.
my opinion, I've had facials, if we're traveling in Europe and I've, 4 seasons and I've
Right.
had a facial in Italy and it was garbage.
Yeah. This is not a foo-foo facial by
No,
any means.
no,
Your
no.
facials are unlike anything else I've ever experienced.
Everyone says that.
Yeah.
And honestly,
Yeah.
like, well, what else are you going to do? But I
Right.
mean, I just pay attention to
Yeah.
detail. And on skin isn't one
hmm
size fits all. And I always say that, but there's not one person that I'm going to do the same thing on.
hmm
There's going to be just a variety of changes
Yeah.
within the facial treatment that
hmm
I do.
hmm
And and things change, we might be doing a peel or some microneedling or
Right.
hydrofacial, or whatever the skin
Yeah.
needs. But that's what I do is I pay attention to detail and I really listen to what's going
hmm
on with each and every
hmm
client. I not only look at their skin,
Yeah.
but I also talk about in depth what's
hmm
going on inside their body
mm
because
hmm
that makes a big difference.
100%. So, for our listeners who have never seen you, what does that evaluation process look like? What are you looking for specifically? And then how do you move forward from
So
there?
I'll ask a patient, what are your chief complaints? What are your concerns? What kind of improvements would you
hmm
like to see? And they will give me a list of what's happening or just that they just want a better skincare regimen. But if there are concerns, perhaps acne,
Yeah.
I'll dive into eating habits,
hmm
uh, your gut health,
Yeah.
supplementation. Prior to working in plastic surgery,
Uh-huh.
I worked for an MD who specialized in nutrition and preventive
Wow.
medicine. So Dr. David Wong, who owned the Health Integration Center in the 80s,
hmm
I was with him for a decade,
Wow.
then to plastic surgery. So my knowledge,
Yeah.
not an MD, but my
Right.
knowledge from these
Yeah.
professors that I've
Oh,
been
yeah.
able to work with for decades, I'm just so grateful for that knowledge. And I share it with people.
Yeah. It's like everything was a stepping stone to where
Mhm.
you are now.
Well,
And
isn't that what life is all about,
it
though?
is. It is.
Good and bad.
There are so many products out there.
Oh,
For those of us who feel overwhelmed, like I have my menu right here that you give me.
oh,
The
yes, your
the
skincare
my
regimen.
skincare regimen, which is so helpful. And I actually have organized my cabinet in this order so that I don't even
Good.
have to double think of like what is
Yeah,
the next
your
step.
cleanser, your
Mhm.
AM and your PM,
Mhm.
because they differ.
Yeah. So for individuals who don't even have a regime or routine, where do they begin? And maybe walk us through some of the basics of like where we should start in your favorite products.
So bare minimum, cleanser. You need to cleanse morning and evening.
Hmm.
You've been sleeping 8 hours, so yes, you do need to cleanse,
Hmm.
hopefully 8 hours, but you do need to cleanse in the morning.
Hmm.
Bare minimum, hydration and a sunscreen. Nighttime, double cleanse
Yeah.
and hydration, a good
Okay.
moisturizer depending, but
Yeah.
that's like bare
Right.
minimum.
Okay. Talk to us about, I know you've spoken a lot on like medical grade skin products versus non-medical grade, maybe the difference and some of the brands you recommend.
So medical grade, well, SkinCeuticals, Skin Better
Hmm.
Science, even Epicurus. I have quite a few different lines that are medical grade.
Hmm.
Medical grade means there's a lot of research and
Yeah.
development behind them. So most of these companies are owned by L'Oreal, and the studies that go on, there are people that will literally have a punch biopsy taken out of their skin and tested against the PTX or the CE ferulic or the
Uh-huh.
Alto Advanced or Alpha Ret, so they can see the cellular changes. In order for skincare to work, it needs to penetrate your epidermis. So
Okay.
this is our skin, right?
Yeah.
In order for something to actually get to the cellular level, and
Mhm.
that's where the magic happens,
Mhm.
that's where change happens, that's a cellular level.
Yeah.
It has to have a smart delivery system,
Okay.
and it has to have an efficient way to get in there and do its job. So the molecular weights have to be accurate.
Yeah.
There's a
Yeah.
lot that goes into that.
Yeah.
And I've been approached by different people like, hey, why don't you just put your
Yes.
name, slap your name on this product?
Right.
I've tried them. They do not hold a candle with the
Mhm.
results to these products that have been studied and they have clinical research backing proven results.
So much goes into it.
Oh
And
my
there are so
gosh.
many people who are like, oh, I'll just start a skincare line. And you have been in this for 30 years. And you're like, no, these products, there's so much research behind it.
Yes. Well, even Epicurin is not medical grade.
Okay.
Epicurin's been around 40 years, 40
Wow.
plus.
Okay.
First skincare line I brought on at 27 when I was working with Dr. Glowacki in plastics.
Yeah.
I started using Epicurin. I've been using that herbal cleanser as my
Yeah.
first cleanse in the morning since I was 27. I've been using their body lotion. I mean, this
Wow.
is 62-year-old skin, and it doesn't look real pretty, but it's better than it would be if I wasn't taking care of, because I take care of my whole body,
Yes.
not just
Yes.
face, neck,
Right.
chest.
Your skin doesn't start here.
No.
Stop here.
No.
Yeah.
Head to toe.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
My favorite from the Epicurean line, love that herbal cleanser. I also love the glow cream, the
The
colostrum.
colostrum. Colostrum
Love.
is such an amazing,
Yeah.
lightweight,
Mhm.
beautiful moisturizer that's really user-friendly for just about everyone.
And then I also love the Agent Nature. Is it the trio?
Oh,
The holy.
yes, it's the Holy Trinity. So
Yes.
I use her holy water mixed with her holy oil, and then
Uh-huh.
the Trinity would be the holy C, which is
Yes.
a powdered vitamin C. Excellent for patients who are pregnant and lactating, super clean line. But I use her holy water and holy oil mixture first thing on my skin every single night.
Yes.
It's my just luxury.
Yes.
It's such a beautiful line.
It is an act of self-love to take
It
care of your
is.
skin.
Well, and I tell people, because it does take more than 1 minute to do your skincare regimen,
Yes.
particularly at night. So, at night is when you're doing your cellular turnover and
Mhm.
healing your skin barrier. And I've given the tip, you don't need to do your skincare regimen right before you go to bed. If your kids are doing homework or
Yeah.
you've got a little bit of time even before you cook dinner,
Uh-huh.
go get into your bathroom and light a candle if you want to.
Right.
Take that 10 minutes
Yeah.
and make it about you.
Yes.
Get your evening skincare regimen on. Now you got the rest of the evening
Uh-huh.
to do as you wish.
Uh-huh.
And in the morning, you just allow that time, but you look so much better when you have your skincare
Oh,
on.
yeah.
And I often tell people, okay, in a perfect world, you'd see me once a month. We don't live in a perfect world.
Right. Right.
As long as you're using a brilliant skincare regimen, you are going to see a difference on your skin. And if you saw me 3-4 times a year, we're ahead of the game.
Right.
But if you're using a skincare regimen suited for your specific needs,
Yes.
which I help with,
Yes.
you're going to see a difference in as little as 2 weeks.
And I can vouch for this. I see Staci 1 or 2 times a year
Mhm.
at this point. Very hard to get into. Love that for you. But you've said if you stay on this routine, you don't need to keep seeing me once a month. Like just follow the regime.
Follow your regimen.
And
your
it
skin may
works.
change in a
Yes.
calendar year,
Mhm.
different weather, stress levels, whatever's
Yes.
happening. And we can make tweaks,
Yeah.
and you don't have to come in, we
Uh-huh.
could chat on the phone or do a quick FaceTime or something, but it's not necessary. There are patients who see me every 6 to 8 weeks. They book a year out in
Wow.
advance, and that's what I advise my patients
Yeah.
to do, is to book in advance, because I am so busy.
Right.
And there's just one
There's
of me.
only one of you.
Yes.
You're in high demand.
Yes.
Yes. So let's talk makeup,
Oh, makeup.
because I came in, my skin was a bit dry, and I had mentioned that I was wearing MAC makeup.
Terrible. So what I don't wear makeup, foundation, just because of my age. I feel like foundation at my age just soaks into all the wrinkles. And so I just use my tinted sunscreen. I love Skin Better Science, Tone Smart lotion, and then I'll use the powder. And then I do wear Westman Atelier cream.
Yes.
I take the little stick and I
Yeah.
make a little line under my cheekbones, and I take a brush, and then I take her blush and I make a little line right on my cheekbones and take a brush.
Yeah.
And then, I usually just shape and tint my own brows, and I've got eyelash extensions, and I'll put some crap on my eyelids, but and lip. I do lip
Yeah.
liner. But I've tried to do that gorgeous, see those women that are all
Yeah.
glammed? Oh, for God's sake.
Right.
Look like a clown.
I like a natural look.
Yeah, me too.
I really love that compact tinted sunscreen.
That's the Skin Better Science. That's what's on me right now. Game changer, Tone Smart. They make one also that's clear, but Tone Smart means it identifies with just about everyone's skin tone. SPF 68.
Yeah.
Everyone should have that. And then they also make a clear compact. A lot of my male clients will use the clear compact because it's just so easy.
Okay. Yeah.
Goes on clear.
Yeah, I bring that around in my purse, that powder.
Yeah.
And it literally goes on as if you're putting on makeup. It's great, and it's sunscreen.
Beautiful.
2 in 1.
Yeah, it is. It just blurs imperfections. And we all have imperfections. Oftentimes if you see someone's like, oh, their skin is so perfect, or why they look, it's probably filtered. It's not super accurate. So, I mean, I'm speaking as a 62-year-old almost woman. I have a few blemishes on my skin right now.
Yeah.
But thank God for my little Tone Smart.
And she's showing up anyway. She's glowing anyway. Sunscreen, you recommend
365 days a year.
not fucking with the sun.
No. The sun is going to age you as quick as cigarette smoking. You want to look old as shit, light up a cigarette and don't wear any sunscreen. Bottom line.
And drink a lot of alcohol.
Oh, alcohol. A little, anything in moderation, except for I'm not a fan of nicotine. I don't like cigarettes. I think it can kill you, for God's sakes. And a little sun, like super early in the morning, if you're out and it's 6:30 in the morning and you don't have your sunscreen on, it's not going to kill you because the sun rays aren't terrible. But me personally, I don't go outside without a hat on. I don't like the way it feels on my face.
Yeah, no, it feels like it's burning my skin.
Yeah.
I love a hat.
No matter what time of the day it is, if it's daylight, I have a hat on.
Hat and sunscreen or long sleeve.
Yes. When I play tennis, I wear SPF clothing now.
Yeah.
And it's not comfortable, those long sleeves, but it helps protect your skin. But sun damage is real, not just from an aesthetic point of view, but also skin cancer is real. It's going to age you. And that's why it's like we were talking about product. A very important product that people should be using is vitamin C, and a good quality vitamin C. I hate to say it, but Sephora and Target's vitamin C's. Vitamin C is not a stable product, so it has to have the efficacy to be a stable product to actually work on your skin. But an antioxidant, vitamin C, is actually insurance to your sunscreen. Believe it or not. And Skin Better Science, their Alto Advanced. Love this product. I use it myself. I double dip. I do SkinCeuticals CE in the morning with my regimen, and at nighttime I do Alto Advanced, which is vitamin C and 20 antioxidants, defensive repair serum.
Yeah.
And that is insurance to your sunscreen. And there was a study with Alto Advanced. The patients that wore the Alto Advanced and their sunscreen exposed to UVA and B rays did not get sunburned versus patients with the other vitamin C and sunscreen did.
Yeah. Wow.
So it's very effective. And that's something I think everyone should be using is vitamin C.
Are there any ingredients we should ensure are not in the skincare products that we're using?
Fillers and perfume, some of the more expensive like La Mer and at the department stores, they have so many filler ingredients that are not necessary, and perfumes and that kind of stuff. I would steer clear of
Yeah.
that. And honestly, they're more expensive than your medical grade skincare. So those are things I would stay away
How
from.
about using like Aquaphor on for chapstick?
On your lips, I think it would be okay, but there are better choices. The Anfisa has a fantastic lip gloss.
Okay.
It looks so pretty on you. They make one with a tint that's like a berry crumble and just a clear one.
Yeah.
But it's infused with ceramides, and the ceramides are going to heal your lips.
Okay.
Sometimes things that have petroleum in them,
Yes.
petroleum could actually dehydrate your
Okay.
skin. So
Okay.
not my favorite.
And what do we think? You know, we have our red light, our Light Stim Pro panel here,
Love.
thanks to you. What are some other things we can be doing in addition to using these products, whether it be red light, you know, we touched on nutrition, but how can we just ensure we're doing the best we can for our skin?
Well, I think the most important thing is to get your skin clean. So I just have to stress that because I can't tell you how many times people come in, oh, my face is nice and clean for you to do a peel now, Stacy. And no, it's not. And I show them, but get your face nice and clean. In addition to your skincare regimen, yes, supplementation, sleep. Sleep is really important.
Yes.
Getting your rest. Try to lower your stress as much as possible. Breathing exercises, meditation, all of the things. I have watched my husband change with doing breath work.
Wow.
Unbelievable. If I didn't see it with my own two eyes, I wouldn't believe it. You know, and there's so many different breathing exercises.
Right.
This is something anyone can do. And obviously your rest and your meditation. And it's red light. I think Light Stim is the only one that I will back because I know its science behind it is so amazing and it really does work. Cold therapy. You know, I love Lauren Bostic with the Skinny Confidential. Her ice roller, and she has the little spoon for the body.
Yes.
Things like that. But be careful when you're doing things like a gua sha stone or a gua sha on your face. I would recommend that you have a little slip on your skin. Perhaps the Epicutis oil cleanser is what I recommend.
Okay.
And that way you're not going to cause any little micro tears in your skin. Just even self-massage feels good. I will say that, you know, people out there, I can sculpt your skin. I'm going to give you a facial and my hands are going to make you all snatched. Bullshit. It's just
You heard it here first.
fucking bullshit. Sorry. You are not going to, it's going to give you a temporary lift.
Yes.
Best result if you're having some saggy skin is you need a facelift. I mean, that's bottom line.
Yeah.
Second to that, there's something called the Neotrust microcurrent that I do offer in my office. We call it the Birkin because people can remember that a little easier.
Yes.
And that's negative and positive energy, microcurrent that's almost like working out, right? So it's not just lifting the skin, it's tightening the skin, the muscle, the connective tissue, the fascia. And that does really work. It's just something you have to continue to do. But a little rubby-dub-dub and going to give you a facelift. It's going to feel good.
Yes.
And it's going to give you a little temporary lift. It's going to, but it's not going to.
Gravity's real.
It's real. Fuck, yeah, it's real.
So let's talk like exfoliation versus dry brushing. I love that spa cell sponge for the face, for exfoliating. Is that for exfoliating?
Yes, it is.
That has decreased my pore size significantly.
Yes.
I love using that.
Yeah, it's amazing. And it will not harbor bacteria or fungus. You could throw it in a Ziploc bag and travel with it. They make one for the body also.
Okay.
So when I'm in the shower, I use that with my body gel, which is Epicurin.
Yeah.
You know, I use in the shower. But I cannot, actually, I don't feel clean if I don't use it. I use it with my gel cleanser morning and evening. And the spa cell sponge with the face will gently exfoliate your skin. It's just really important that a person doesn't get aggressive with that sponge. Let the sponge do the work. Don't pretend like you're getting a smudge off the wall. Yeah.
If ever there's a pimple, I'm like, let's erase you.
You're not going to erase it. But the spa cell sponge is very effective. And dry brushing, back to Lauren's butter brush.
Yes.
I love to dry brush, and you do that prior to getting in the shower. And you know, that's great for lymphatic drainage and just to get things flowing. And then you go in the shower, and I'll still use my bath mitt. And then it's important when you get out of the shower, though, to hydrate your skin.
Yes.
So important.
I don't know if I over dry brushed or I just have really sensitive skin. Love Lauren's butter brush. But then my skin got a little irritated from dry brushing.
How often are you doing it?
I think maybe I was doing it too much. How often do you recommend?
twice a week,
Twice a
maybe.
week and just lightly.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I mean, honestly,
Yeah.
I might do it once a week
Mhm.
if I'm lucky,
Mhm.
because I have it put away. I don't
Yeah.
have it hanging
Yeah.
out. It's just something, and it takes time,
Yes. But it
but
feels so good.
oh, talk about
Yeah. Oh,
exfoliating
yeah.
your skin.
Yeah.
And if anybody were to get the spray tans,
Uh-huh.
I don't do that, but it's super important that you exfoliate really well
Yes.
before you go get that spray
Mhm.
tan. And my little tip, because I'll use just the little
That's
Jergens,
what you told me. I asked you because I do get a spray tan probably once or twice a month, and then I keep it up with at home
the lotion.
lotion, or there's like these towelettes that I use that I think they're L'Oreal towelettes. And I asked you, you were not the biggest fan of the fake tanning, but
Well,
it's better
no,
than sun,
oh,
right?
yeah, it's
Okay.
not that I'm not a fan. My skin's older, so I've got spots, and I just look like an Appaloosa,
Okay.
because it made my dark spots darker. When I
Yeah.
did the straight spray tan, I'm like,
Yeah.
holy crud, what happened? But it's important that you exfoliate first. And then what I like to do is put on a little of the Epicure body lotion that I'll
Mhm.
put on my legs. Then I'll do the Jergens
Yeah.
firming, and it looks nicer.
Yes.
And be careful you don't get onto the top of the feet and in the ankles and things
Right.
like that, because it'll congregate there and make
Totally.
it look dirty.
Because it does dry my skin out a bit, the spray tan. So I want to try the lotion with the Jergens. That sounds like a gentler
It's very gentle,
approach.
and just make sure your skin's prepped. Use your
Okay.
if you're gonna, I wouldn't do it right. If you're sensitive, I wouldn't do it right after you dry brush.
Uh-huh.
You maybe dry brush, and if you're gonna do that, do it a couple days later.
Okay.
Just so you don't get
Yeah.
irritated.
Yeah.
And once you get out of the shower, put on your body lotion, and then you can go right in with the Jergens or whichever one you prefer lotion, and it'll just go on nice and smooth.
Love.
Yeah.
We're all about the systems.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
it is. And there's ways of doing
Yeah.
things that are proper, but
Mhm.
don't put the self tanner on your neck or your face, please.
Okay.
That's going to give you blackheads.
I'll work on that.
Oh.
I'll work on that. So, Staci, you also offer virtual consultations now.
I do.
I'd love for you to share a personal story of a client who you were able to really help through not even seeing in person, through a Zoom, which I think is so incredible. Now, you don't just see patients in San Diego, but all over the world.
All over the world, literally. Oh my God, I get countless.
Yeah.
The virtual consultations are people that are from all over the world.
Mhm.
We're a consumer world. We are, between TikTok and Instagram and Sephora and wherever you're going,
Right.
what products do I
Yes.
use? So by narrowing it down, what products a person should be using for their specific skin issues,
Mhm.
I have gotten several text messages and emails and phone calls. They'll send them to, Katie or Anna, or call the office.
Mhm.
Oh my God, I can't believe the difference in my skin in literally some as little as 2 weeks.
Wow.
Or severely acneic people,
Yes.
just kind of going down that road and maybe suggesting, clear with your doctor. I might suggest, adding a little zinc or glutathione,
Yeah.
good antioxidants,
Mhm.
clean up your diet, get
Mhm.
your gut healthier. And to see those transformations, nothing makes me happier. And, when I'm doing these virtual consultations, I will also advise them perhaps what treatments they should do in the neck of the woods that
Mhm.
they live in.
Mhm.
Maybe
Yeah.
let's do microneedling or a peel or hydrofacial or
Uh-huh.
something like that. But I can kind of steer them in
Yeah.
that right direction and just keep them on good skincare.
Mhm.
And there's never, I actually haven't had anyone that I've not been successful
Wow,
with, which makes me feel
Staci.
so good.
Yes. I
Yeah.
wish I had you 10 years ago. I was living in New York City, working in the corporate world, pretty stressed, like trying to find myself after college. You know, that time period where you're not sure of like what it is you're supposed to be doing, who you are. And I had some cystic acne, which was hormonal, also stress related,
And living in a really filthy city.
living in New York City. And so I was put on spironolactone and birth control for my skin.
That's, the derms, that's what they do.
Yeah.
And then even sometimes Accutane,
Mhm.
they're trained a certain way. They're not going to look at you from a bird's eye
Right.
view or go into gut health or things of that nature. I want to share a story on gut health, though. I went to Canyon Ranch a year ago
Mhm.
and change, and took a course on gut health and hormone health, led by a few medical doctors. They shared with me, and I just hope that your listeners can absorb this. They shared with me that you should not be taking a probiotic on a daily basis because your gut biome is unique to it's your own DNA, and you're throwing a probiotic
Yeah.
in every single day, you're
Right.
creating havoc.
Yeah.
I have just mentioned that to quite a few of my patients who are struggling with blemishes. And just by eliminating the probiotic, if you've taken an antibiotic, yes, you can go ahead and take one for a week or whatever,
Sure.
but not on a daily basis. That alone will change your skin.
Yeah. This is an efficient system.
Oh, yes.
If you let it operate and you calm your nervous
If
system.
you take care of yourself,
Yeah. Thank you.
self-care,
Yeah.
you know, there's so many contributing factors.
Mhm.
There's age, there's stresses in life, and times of year. I mean, there's so many things
Right.
that can upset your nervous system,
Yeah.
your central nervous system,
Uh-huh.
and your skin is your largest organ. So anything that's going on inside your body
Mhm.
is going to represent itself on your
Yeah.
face.
Yeah.
I know. I looked at her. I'm like, "What you going through, Stace?
Right. Tell me what's going on today.
What's going on?"
Yeah. Yeah. Staci, it's been such an honor to have you.
Oh, honey, I mean, such an honor to be here. I'm so proud of you,
Thank
Lauren.
you.
So proud.
Thank you, Staci. As we wrap up, I want to hear what you're most excited about for the future of Staci Christie Skin.
Well, I am a one-man band, so to speak.
Mhm.
I'm desperately trying to find another esthetician, someone with a little experience
Mhm.
that I'd love to train someone. And I mean,
Yeah.
hey, my way is not the only way.
Right.
There's many ways to slice bread, but I'd like to train someone with some tips and tricks that I have and have someone help me to see my patients. I'm embarrassed sometimes to say, "Oh, I'm booked out a year." I'd love to get people in more frequently.
Yes.
I love doing the virtual consultations. I love helping people globally.
Mhm.
And I want that just to continue.
Yeah.
Eventually I might want a little bit larger office space
Mhm.
and able to have everything under one roof. I'm putting that energy
Yes.
out there. I'd like a little
Yeah.
bit larger space. But I love the girls that work with me. Anna's been with me a decade. Katie's over a decade. Katie's been with me, 5 years?
Yeah.
She helps with my virtuals. I've got Shannon, who's been with me just about that long. My team, they're just good people. I love them. They become like family.
Yeah.
But we all work well together. And
Uh-huh.
I just want to continue to be the best version of myself and offer people the best product knowledge, the best treatment
Mhm.
knowledge. I am
Yeah.
still,
Yeah.
I don't know it all. I'm always learning and evolving.
Uh-huh.
I
Uh-huh.
read constantly.
Yes.
I'm out there digging through the garbage and finding the little diamonds in the rough,
You're so
and
cute.
and I love what I do.
It shows.
Thanks.
It shows. I love following you on social media.
Social media, I throw boogers at the wall and see what sticks. I'm not
Staci
very good
Christie
at
here.
it.
That's my favorite. I'm like, yes, another one.
Stacy,
Yes.
hi.
Yeah. Love.
The one gal that helped me for so long,
Mhm.
she got pregnant, so I'm trying to find someone else. But Anna helps, and
Yeah.
I try to be. I'm just me. I'm not going to fake
I
anything.
love it.
I am so authentic. I'm not going to ever pretend to be someone I'm not. I might slip with an F-bomb or sorry, but I'm very real.
Yes, you are.
I don't have a much of a filter.
Love that.
Sometimes
Yeah.
I'll be like, "What the fuck?"
Right.
But
It draws me in.
it's
Whenever I see your video, I just can't wait to come in and see you next. So tell our listeners where they can find you on Instagram.
Instagram, Staci Christie Skin, StaciChristie Skin,
Uh-huh.
and my website, www.stacichristie.com.
Amazing. And you can shop product on
Oh, yes.
your
We have
site? Yes.
everything that I carry, I've used.
Mhm.
I stand behind every product I carry, and I have quite a variety of products because skincare is not one size fits all.
Mhm.
Different price points,
Yeah.
different things for different skin people, whatever's going on with their skin. But everything's on my website.
Mhm.
Our office is in Encinitas, and often a lot of people get lazy and they'll just text Anna or Katie and like, I need some products, and
Yes.
we are so good at our customer service. That's something that
Yes.
I'm very, very picky about, and the girls have just nailed it.
Uh-huh.
Our customer service is exceptional across the board for everyone globally.
It's true.
Thank
It's
you.
true.
I did a little collaboration with Epicurean, and this is my go-to kit. So
Okay.
I call it go-to because I've used this herbal cleanser forever. The Epicurean Colostrum Serum we talked about. This is Epicurean's hyaluronic acid, their Moisture Surge, which is oil-free, and their body lotion. This kit basically anyone could use. These are little kits that to get started on a
Yes.
skincare
So
regimen.
helpful.
Yes.
So many people don't know where to start.
Yeah,
And you
these
can
are
purchase
and
this kit with Staci.
yes, and when you purchase a kit, it's 15% off out the gate. And then
Amazing.
I have a clear and calming kit for skin that might be a little bit more blemished. But those two kits were created really just to help people get started
Yeah.
on skincare, any age.
Thank you, Staci. It's been
Aw.
such a pleasure. I adore you.
I adore
And
you.
it's been so incredible to watch the expansion of your business and you show up as the face of that brand so magnetically. So thank you for all the work that you're doing in the world.
It's my pleasure.